So yesterday, in the midst of me doing some research for some more comedy videos, I got a message from Jamie Centillo, who's wheelchair-based. Jamie told me, Josh, you do all these videos, but why you show no love to the folks in the wheelchair? Well, Jamie, I got your back. 5 things y'all should know about folks in wheelchairs. 5. Number 1, just because a person's in a wheelchair, that does not automatically affect their ability for other things. She told me one of the most annoying things that people can do to her is treat her like everything is broke because she is wheelchair bound. Can we please, as humans, stop making the assumption that just because this ain't working like this, that doesn't mean this is broke because this ain't working like this would work over here? Can you imagine being in a wheelchair, going into a restaurant, and then the server asks the person beside you, hey, what do you want to eat? And then instead of asking you, they ask the person, so what does he want to eat? I'm in a wheelchair, I can see, talk, hear, but you know what, though? I want a new server. Get your ass out my face while I will myself to a new meal. Number 2, just because you see someone in a wheelchair, that doesn't mean they can't do anything below. Jamie herself has muscular dystrophy, that difficult word to say, meaning some parts of her body are extremely weak. So on her own, she can't stand. But that does not mean that she don't feel things below. Just because that woman's in a wheelchair, that don't mean she don't go home, get it on. Just because a person's in a wheelchair, don't automatically assume that they can't feel down below, because the stuff Jamie told me is like, the stuff she like blown out, in the but y'all be getting down on that chair, don't y'all? Whoo, Jamie, boy, y'all probably be getting down in there. Contrary to a lot of media assumption, wheelchair does not automatically mean paralyzed from the waist down, or you're paralyzed from the neck down, or your feet can't be touched, or your knees and you don't feel things between your thighs. That does not mean that. Number 3, a person in a wheelchair is not just a person in a wheelchair. What I've noticed is when people deal with people in wheelchairs, they always want to, okay, you can come here, but we're going to make it so that you go that way. Or you come here, okay, we're going to sit you right here. What if the person don't want to be right in front of the game? What if the person want to sit a couple rows back? What if a person don't want to park in front of the store? What if they don't mind parking in the back of the parking lot? There is a big difference between being courteous and pitying someone. Stupid comments like, yeah, he's strong for a person in a wheelchair, or she looks so good for a chick in a wheelchair. Nah, she look good because she look good. He's strong as hell because he's strong as hell, and it's awkward because he shouldn't be that strong at that age. Excuse the wheelchair. Stop feeling pity for a person that's not asking you for an ounce of pity. Now get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on. I want that on a t-shirt, and that goes on a t-shirt, I won't have the money. Number 4, if you know somebody in a wheelchair, stop automatically assuming that they just want to be friends with everybody in wheelchairs. Now, it seems to be this thing in life. If you black, go be with a black person. If you white, go be with a white person. If you big, you're attracted to big people. If you skinny, you don't want no big person. You want a skinny person. If he in a wheelchair, he gonna want a woman in a wheelchair. Who made y'all human? Who raised y'all? Who made y'all? Who bathed y'all, man? For every woman in a wheelchair with some pretty eyes and a little gut and some thighs on them, this your boy Josh Prave saying right now, that wheelchair ain't doing nothing. Turn me off. I'm gonna want you. Want you. If you know somebody in a wheelchair, stop automatically assuming, well, I know Tasha, she in a wheelchair. They gonna hit it off. Why? What they gonna talk about? What they gonna talk about? So you mean to tell me you don't think Sarah is attracted to a 6-foot flat, 252-pound black man with a rough beard, and that's funny? Don't assume that. Stop assuming stuff. Stop thinking it's a wheelchair league over here, so we gonna take you over there so you guys can just talk. They're not a whole different race of people. They're not a different human. That's a human in a wheelchair. Let's stop assuming things about the wheelchair bound. Wheelchair bound. Might get that on a t-shirt. If I put it on a t-shirt and y'all still, I won't have the money. And number 5, people in wheelchairs don't automatically dream of, I wish I could walk again. The most important thing I got from my conversation with Jamie was, I don't look past what is going on in my life. I don't feel sorry for myself. I don't dream I had legs I can run. I dream I had $1 million so I can pay these bills on time. I dream that I can lose a little bit of weight so I can fit into my clothes a little bit better. I dream that this food tastes better. I dream of vacations. My whole life goal, my life doesn't stop because I'm not able to walk on my own. Can we please stop making people feel different and clapping for people just because they have an asterisk on their life? Oh my God, she paid her bills and she's in a wheelchair. She went to college and she was in a wheelchair. She got married, had kids, and guess what? She was in a wheelchair. They people. They go through the same things we go through. They stress, they argue, they have financial troubles. They get sexually frustrated because the person they with don't want to be a freak like they want to be a freak. They have bills they need to pay. They avoid bill collectors. They beef with people. They gossip. They talk. Man, listen. Man, listen. All I'm saying, if you know somebody that's medically tied to a wheelchair, love the person because the person is a person. The wheelchair doesn't define the person defines the wheelchair. Person defines a wheelchair. I might get that on a t-shirt. And if anybody out there steal these slogans, I'm taking y'all to court. And get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on. Be all that I can't be. I want you still. I always will. 'Cause you're the